Hey, it's me, George G. from Lifeblood. When I was in elementary school in 1989, the Berlin Wall came down. It was a big deal. My school held a writing contest on freedom. Spoiler alert, I won, and the prize was an actual chunk of the Berlin Wall. While I don't remember everything that I wrote about, I do remember writing about how I thought it was good that we could travel wherever we wanted. We can go from city to city, that we could cross state lines without going through a checkpoint or having to show paperwork or giving a reason. While I wasn't old enough by any stretch of the imagination to truly grasp the significance of that, I was taught about how one of the things the Berlin Wall did was restrict the German people's movement. I lived on the border of Minnesota and Wisconsin, and the thought of not being able to go between states just didn't make any sense to me. These memories from 33 years ago were brought back by vaccine passports, federal mandates, BLM protests, trucker convoys, and now Russia's invasion of Ukraine. We've had a lot going on. I'm not sure if you've noticed. These recent occurrences have been a profound dose of perspective for me. Perspective is one of the most valuable things that we have. It can be really hard to get and even harder still to keep. History gets farther away from us each day, each week, each month, and each year, and it's essential that we remember. It's essential we keep top of mind just how fortunate we are to have the freedoms that we have. It's essential to remember the sacrifices of so many who came before us to guarantee the freedoms that we have today. And if we want to hold on to those freedoms, we need to remember that freedom isn't free, that we need to pay attention and be active participants in everything. 106,516 Americans gave their lives in World War I. More than 400,000 Americans gave their lives in World War II. Over 36,000 gave their lives in the Korean War. More than 58,000 Americans gave their lives in the Vietnam War. Through 2019, 1.35 million of our brothers and sisters have died fighting for our freedom in the United States Armed Forces. On September 25th, 1789, the first Congress of the United States proposed 12 amendments to the Constitution. 10 of the proposed 12 amendments were ratified by 3/4 of the state legislatures on December 15th, 1791. They are the first 10 amendments of the Constitution, commonly known as our Bill of Rights. These amendments were ratified December 15th, 1791, and form what is known as the Bill of Rights. The First Amendment guarantees our freedom of religion, expression, assembly, and the right to petition. It forbids Congress from promoting one religion over another, as well as restricting an individual's religious practices. The Second Amendment protects our right to possess a firearm and use it for traditional, lawful purposes. The Third Amendment forbids the forcible housing of military personnel in our homes during peacetime. The Fourth Amendment protects us from unreasonable searches and seizures by the government. The Fifth Amendment guarantees our right to a grand jury, forbids double jeopardy, and protects us against self-incrimination. The Sixth Amendment guarantees our rights as criminal defendants, including the right to a public trial without unnecessary delay, the right to a lawyer, the right to an impartial jury, the right to know your accusers, and the nature of the charges and evidence being brought against you. Seventh Amendment extends our rights to a jury trial, to federal civil cases. The Eighth Amendment prohibits cruel and unusual punishments. While I was reading the Bill of Rights this morning, I have to be honest with you and tell you that I didn't remember all of them. I have to be honest and tell you that it had been a long time since I had read it. And that's why I'm writing this. That's why I'm talking about this with you. Because odds are, it's been a while for you as well. Which of our freedoms do you value the most? Of the ones I just talked about, which ones really mean the most to you? What about the opposite? Which ones could you do without? Any of them? It's a trick question. We ought to value each and every one of our freedoms, even when they allow people we disagree with to say or do things we don't like. They are all your rights. They're all my rights. People fought and died for them. They fought and died so you and I can enjoy them. You and I need to stand up for them, for all of them.